All right, welcome in. Thank you, everyone who's joining. We're going to give us a few minutes for everyone to kind of join in. And we have officially started the live for Ouse Now podcast, and we're going to get it going shortly. If you want to catch the full conversation, make sure you're following us there and watching there. Okay, thank you, Brooke. Appreciate you stopping in for a little bit. All right, I see we're up on YouTube now. We're fully going. And we are so excited to be able to do another live for this podcast, and we are getting it started. I can't hear you. You have to unmute.
I was letting you know that I could hear you.
Okay, but the live has started. Are you ready?
Oh, it did? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you were, okay. Okay, so let's get to it. The live is official. You guys go ahead and take a few minutes to come on in. That's why we got this elevator music going. We are ready because we're trying to keep it tight down to our 1 hour-ish. That's where we're trying to keep it.
Girl, last time I don't think it was no 1 hour-ish.
We tried.
I got my darn phone for the 50th time. I'm like, dang, it keeps going.
We try. We don't always accomplish it. And depending if the conversation is good, last week we did.
Right? It was good.
If it's a good one, we'll keep it going. But we also, we got stuff to do, and the week to get started for us. So we try to be conscious of your time, and we're very, very mindful of that because it is a Sunday, and you can be doing anything on this Sunday, but you're spending it with us, so we appreciate that. Let's go ahead and turn off the elevator music so we can get this chat and we can see you guys in the chat.
That was some pretty decent elevator music. I don't know.
Right?
Okay.
Very zen. I was needing a little zen.
I needed that relaxing moment. Thanks, girl.
See, that's why I got some tea. I'm like, I love me some elevator music. I love it. In fact, my device here, she started doing, I say, hey, can you play some music? And she started playing like mindfulness meditation stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna just go with that. I don't mind. I don't mind. But I got my tea because I'm having some problems today. But thank you everyone who's joining.
Girl,
we on a struggle bus. A mutual struggle bus.
Ain't nobody but you saw my outburst.
I had to step away. I was like, I need a minute. I was like, let me just take a minute so I don't.
I wonder if that's how I look in front of Jermaine when he was trying to help me with my car. Really? Like, just crazy.
He said, I'm gone.
I'm out. I hope you can figure it out, lady. I hope you can figure it out, but...
Dude, I feel you. I've been on the extra cranky train, so I'm like, most recently, I was hollering at somebody on the street today in my car.
No,
but in the
not
street,
you.
Like...
Ah! Girl, not you. Shut up. Girl.
The whole, what the are you doing?
I feel like if you get mad to the point where you flip out, I feel like they deserve it because you be real calm.
Well, he tried to brake check me after he fucking cut me off with like a sliver of a space between us. And I'm like, I got this shit on camera, right? I have a whole camera. Try me. That's why I got the aftermarket camera, because people are stupid.
As hell. I mean, that's heck.
So I'm like, nah, I'll just roll with this. And whatever you try me, just know it's here. And if you've ever, well, if it's important, like, I do enjoy having that dash cam, because if in the event of, I've had that happen to me and no one can tell like what the hell really happened. I literally was like, I don't know what happened. I just know I was hit from behind. And there's no way to prove it unless you have
cameras.
So, girl, people invest in one. I know the cars these days are like kind of coming with it. The new fancier ones, they come with the cameras like that model that I refuse to name because of who the owner is. I don't like. It's just a standard, but you can just pick one up easy, and just a little CYA never hurts, I'm
gonna tell you what I regret about the live today.
What you got?
When I sent you that video of the lady,
mm-hmm.
I wish I would have got some more guys.
Mm.
I did
Mm-hmm.
think to look for guys. Did you get any guys?
No. And do
Oh
you
man, I'm
notice the
so
theme?
sorry.
Do you know, girl? When I was telling you, I was running around like that. It is the theme is always women. Is it always? Do you think? Okay, before we get into it, we're talking about what?
How'd you find out? How'd you find out? They were
How'd you find
cheating.
out?
How'd you find out?
How did you find out? Because we always find out one way or the other.
I think for women, I don't know
Mm,
about guys, right? Because unfortunately, I did not think until just now when we were talking
mhm,
that we probably could have invested in getting at least one or two from some guys
mm,
because
mhm,
it happens on both, both
mhm.
women and men. It happens, or it has happened,
Well, let me
where
see.
been cheated on. Girl, you be on it, ain't it? You going to look, ain't it?
I am, but you always hear about the. Is it sharing my screen right now?
It's not sharing your screen. No, I
Okay,
don't see it.
good. Okay. Okay. It cheated. Oh,
Mhm. I'm
ooh.
scared. The way you said that.
You know what's funny? I just don't think that men generally go into a whole story
Let
time.
me think. Story time. Maybe that's why we don't have a lot from guys.
Maybe. And then let me see. I am on. This is so. There's a channel here called Unwoke. This is 1 hour of cheating women getting caught. I'm afraid because I don't want to get dinged. I am truly afraid. I am legit afraid. Like, I don't even want to click on this. Ooh. All right. Let's see. I found one. Let me just pull up on the screen.
Okay,
Oh, I
let's
don't
do
know who
it.
this is, though. Let me pause it. Okay. So it's not for first hand account. I don't know. That's what always makes it hard because you don't always know if it's. Hold on. Let me play this real quick and then I'll.
And then you'll see.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, maybe when I have something here.
Girl, your face. Your facial expressions, though. Girl, I want to see.
Hold on.
Girl, give it here.
I gotta add it. Hold on. I mean, it's not a full story time. I think that's the thing. Like with men, I'm not seeing that they typically do a lot of. Wait, I'm trying to share a specific screen. View tab. Hold on. Thought. Share this tab instead. Okay. So I find like maybe we just don't look because we always like ladies. We focus on we hear more about ladies sharing their experience,
I agree.
but here we go. Let's play it.
She was cheating on her boyfriend. As you can see, she's currently in a swimming pool on her phone talking to her lover, and the guy who's filming her is her boyfriend, who realized she wasn't faithful and decided to set a trap to catch her in the act with her lover. He made her believe that he left, but he actually stayed, and half an hour after, he caught them red-handed. The guy entered the house to go back to the pool, and that's when he followed them.
Oh, girl, I seen this.
You did?
Yeah, you might
Who
have
the
to
fuck is this guy?
Well played. This young girl got caught while she was cheating on her boyfriend.
Wait,
As you can see,
I
she's
want to
currently
get
in a
this.
swimming pool.
Is there more? Wait, how do I turn this off? Wait, is there more to that story? Because I just found that on the whim, so I don't even know if there's like there
It
is.
is. It is. I see that one.
Okay, well
I don't know why I
maybe
didn't think about that one.
I just don't know. So listen, if there's any guys watching us, or if you catch this later, comment. We want to hear more from you about how you found out because we more frequently hear about women sharing, and it's always women. We don't really hear about the guys. I feel
You
like I
know
should
what?
look for some more.
I don't know. Maybe we should ask. So, any guys
Mhm.
that's in the live or that's joining us, if you would like to share your story, we are here for it, and we would like to know how come guys don't share their story, because my speculation with me, maybe they don't share it because um the embarrassment of it, maybe
Mm-hmm.
that and I think women, we're like, we don't feel embarrassed, we feel like we want to embarrass you,
The retribution.
right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is what we doing, well then let everybody know this is what we doing.
Been
No,
there, done that. Let me call your mama. No, not your mama. Let me call your sister.
your brother
Everybody.
and your cousins and anybody I was close with, your best friend. Hey, did you
Everybody
know?
gonna know.
Everybody gonna know that I know. And the crazy thing is what I found out from my experience with my ex husband, and I think that's why it has always been a disconnect. And I think I shared that with you when it comes to the family,
Mm.
because I think they knew. Wait, you knew,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Mm-hmm.
you smiling in my face, but you
Not a peep.
knew, girl.
Not a peep. Not a peep. And
Quiet.
that's a very disrespectful thing because right is right and wrong is wrong. So if you
Period.
know he's like I mean, I don't know if they would say it to you, but they should say it to the person, like you need to stop that. And then if they don't listen, ain't nothing they can do about that. But there, like sometimes it's kind of hard to find a balance between let me stay in my lane versus I know you're doing wrong. Let me give you the opportunity to tell it yourself. And then maybe be like, I don't know. I don't know if there's a right thing to do here.
No, I'm gonna tell it. If I ever pull up on your boo and boo is looking real suspect, I'm gonna check boo. And then when I check boo, I'm be like, hold that thought, hold up, girl. Do you
Yeah,
know
but
this girl? Cause I don't know this girl. She family, she one of us. Cause she not one of us. I just want you to know he hanging with somebody that ain't one of us.
and it's so easier to catch somebody too, because all you got to do is whip it out. Like back in the day, we didn't have those cell phones to be like, clip. Now is
Someone come look at
oh,
this. Look at this.
like, let me FaceTime my girl and be like,
Let me let
let
her
me
see
just
this
show
live
you.
in action. Ain't no he say, she say. I want you to look at this.
I'm not gonna say anything. Just it's so true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I probably would say something, but you just have to prepare yourself that this could potentially end your friendship or whatever that is. Because while you're gonna do the right thing, right? That's the role. But sometimes that's gonna lead to an end of friendships. Maybe it'll lead to the end of their relationship. There's no certainty that it will. It can or may not. Then you're gonna be mad at that person if they don't. And then if they do, you're like, great. But what if they don't? And then you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I,
But be
I've
prepared for a change.
I've had that happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like a relationship between me and this person that I thought was my friend, I didn't talk to her for a very long time because
Mm.
I had found out that she had knew where my husband at the time, you know what I'm saying? She had knew where he was at. And I was like, how could you not tell me? Well,
The
I didn't
whole
want
okay.
to. Yeah, she had knew that he was at some party with his baby mama. And I was
Mm.
like, and you ain't tell me? Because so she had a mutual friend of my ex husband's, and I hate to say baby mama, but other child's mother.
Mhm.
Baby mama.
I'm like,
It is what it is.
what is this
But,
supposed to be?
so she had a mutual friend, and her and the mutual friend was very close. And this mutual friend was very close to both of them. And she was like, oh, well, I didn't want to get in the middle of it. I didn't want to get in the middle of it. You wouldn't have been in the middle of it. All you had to do was tell me where that was at, and I would have handled it. I
Yeah.
felt some type of way. I was like, so wait a minute. Your loyalty was really to him and her versus me? Oh, well,
Hmm.
then, since that's how we feel,
Hmm. Oh well.
I got it. Done.
But this is the video that sparked the conversation. Okay, we just do what we do. It's not like we're actually looking for stories, but stories somehow just come our way because this is how TikTok works. Now listen, if you are here, find the full conversation over on the House Now Pod TikTok page, okay? Let's take a look.
Girl, I'm ready. I'm here
So
for
I
it.
found out my boyfriend got a secret baby.
Girl.
And he had me paying for the baby shower. And I didn't even
Girl.
know. So boom, we're not living together, but kind of living together, you know. And we shared an iPad. Well, my iPad. Because his phone storage was always full, or whatever the hell he told me. So one day, he leaves the iPad at home. He usually takes it with him because, like I said, he's using it for storage purposes, and I kind of don't really use it because I have no reason to. I heard that iPad go off, baby. My chest. Something in my chest told me I had to. I had to go through it. I had to. So I open the iPad. I see a text from a girl. It said, "Thanks so much for yesterday. He kicked so much when you were around." Who is he? So as one naturally does, I go through every message they've had ever. And they've been texting for months, baby, months. And she's definitely pregnant. And he definitely seemed to be the baby daddy. I'm going through every message thread I see. And it's just getting worse. I see him texting his homeboy about how he's stressed about the baby shower and money problems and this, and this. And it came to me, it was no money problem. So I was very confused on where that was. Now pause. This same week, this man asked me for $300 for some car part he wanted for his car. Right? And if you're my man, I'm tricking. Yes, you could get $300. What? Come to find out, I helped this man fund a secret baby shower for this secret baby that I had no clue about. So fast forward, he come home from his long day of work thinking shit sweet. Boy, did I have some up my sleeve. So of course I confront him. I say everything that I know. And he gonna deny it. As if okay. So he walks in the room. I said, turn around. Right on the TV. All the messages displayed for him to deny. And I didn't get no sorry. I didn't get nothing like that. You wanna know what he said? Do you wanna know what he said? This man says, "I didn't tell you because you're too emotional." Like, what are you saying to me right now? Emotional? Oh, baby, you ain't seen emotional yet. But I can't talk about what I did next on TikTok, so we gonna skip past that. Oh, and the baby mama. Why she text me the day after the baby was born? To tell me that he told her I was his cousin that he lived with?
Girl.
I just want to say that I really like her hair color, and I wouldn't mind.
I love it. It's beautiful, right?
What's
Girl, we be right here because I was like, oh, look, that color really works for her.
I'm like, I like that.
Okay. I was saying that same thing.
I was like,
Okay.
But it's nice how you don't have to color your hair to do it. If you just get the right, if you get a good someone who knows hair, they can like
blend it in.
Yep. But it does
Girl.
because she does continue with her story.
And we're here for it.
I'm here for it. Now I've been checking. I've been checking to see if there's any more updates. And as of earlier, there was not. But there's more to this story.
Okay. No, the baby wasn't even the worst part. I found out he wasn't cheating with one, not two, but three. 3 girls. And one of them was 17. After the iPad exposed baby mama, I kept digging. Called me the FBI, the CIA, Joe even. I checked that Snapchat. I didn't even know it was logged in when I did either. He was sending the same paragraph to 3 different girls. 3. That whole "you're my world, I love you so much," yeah. Everybody got that paragraph. And one of them looked really, really young, so I reverse image searched her picture on Instagram. Baby. So
I like her.
She's 17, I'm 21, he's 23, do the math. So I reached out to one of the girls, and she texted me, and she was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know y'all were dating. He told me you was his sister." His sister? As in siblings. So as one would do, I blocked him on every platform possible. Guess what this man did? He tried emailing me as if this is 2009. Boy, what? 1 secret baby, 3 side chicks equals a whole. Part 3 next.
So part 3 isn't available just yet, which we are all disappointed about. Very, very disappointed. But part 3 isn't available. So not only is he cheating, he has a baby on the way. And then come to find out that this young lady, who's gorgeous, by the way, why would you cheat on her? Who knows? Why? I don't get it. He's turns out he's cheating with 3 different women. And then there's a baby on the way. I don't get that.
Sorry. I was thinking to myself, not only, looks are not everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
not only was she's really beautiful young lady, but I said to myself, she just gave him that money like it wasn't nothing, right?
And she's smart too. All those things. Like the trifecta, she's
And she
smart.
FBI real good too. She found out all your information.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. She should look at that as a blessing in disguise.
Agreed.
Easier said than done. I get it.
Agreed.
Because I definitely been disappointed before and was like, damn, that sucks for me.
You know, it's funny. Like I have found out about the cheater, but I never found out about like any like children on the way.
I have.
And it's always like we always have an inkling. So whether I mean for some women maybe it may come on a surprise, but if you look back on it, there were red flags, you just missed it or chose to ignore it. But there's always, you may have an inkling, you may choose to ignore some of those signs. Like I was the one who ignored some signs. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Wow, you really did that. But I had an inkling first before it my suspicions was ever confirmed. Now he ended up being a baby daddy to somebody else's child because whatever. And then full on, I learned later to adopting, which I respect. You know, I have no ill will about it, but you know, I do remember like that whole scenario being like really, really ugly. And I don't know how much I'd be willing to share about that, you guys, because it was really ugly. But if you have had an experience, tell me if you've had, drop it in the chat. If you did you have an inkling first or did it come as a complete shock? Drop it in the chat. Okay. So drop it in, get it in there, get it in the comments.
And any guys that would like to share their story, we're here for it.
Absolutely. We will bring you up on here. If we have like, if the conversation is good, drop it in the chat. We're happy to bring you up on the full podcast. We use a third party thing, so it's not going to be through TikTok. But we would be happy to join if you want to join the conversation. If you're a man who has had this experience and you're comfortable sharing, I wonder if men, like we said earlier, maybe just don't feel the need to be so vulnerable to do a whole story time about a woman who's cheating on them, or even more so, maybe because they're the ones doing most of the cheating. Dare I say? That's an unpopular opinion. I'm not saying women don't. I'm not saying that women don't. But why is it that we always, in my experience, outside looking in and personal experience, it's always the guy. It's always the guy first. And then the woman might be like, well, F it.
Okay, then. Hey,
all right, let's go there.
This how we doing it? Okay.
In all the instances I have ever seen, it was always the guy first. And if a girl ever decided, it was because it was more like a retribution type thing.
And what I think is messed up is that some of them guys know that and they'll try to embarrass the woman anyway.
Yep.
Because I was watching this one video where the guy had caught the girl at a hotel room. I should have sent you that one. And she was so bold with it. She was like, I don't know why you here. We having a good time. And she was going to that, I swear, she was going to that room was trying to talk and jump, and she was like, "Well, let's ask about so and so." Like she brought up how she tried to, whatever she said at the time, definitely let you know. Oh no, homeboy, this is your payback. So you was already doing something, and now she's like, well, two can play that game, and now you trying to embarrass her. But now that she said that, I don't even feel sorry for you. I know two wrongs don't make a right. I do know that. I accept that.
But does it feel good when what but does it feel, and I'm not saying I agree with the two wrongs, but does it make you feel any better about the situation if you feel like you are making him feel that same pain that he made you feel?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm just saying. Now, I may not have went down
You
that
know,
road, but I
like,
did other things. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna feel this.
girl,
You're
I
gonna feel
definitely
it
was
one way."
like, he was like, yo, my ex husband was like, but what you out here doing? What you was out here doing? I wasn't doing nothing. Well, I ain't doing nothing either. Then.
Touche.
Well, both
Touche.
of us ain't doing nothing. Okay.
You just living life, doing nothing, separate. But dude, like I don't know. Like I just think I don't. Maybe it's because men. Maybe it's a maturity factor, but maybe it's more from the younger people. Like I don't understand why is it easier to go ahead and cheat on someone versus just having a conversation of I don't know, my feelings changed, or I'm
I'm
needing
happy.
more, or I'm unhappy. Why is it easier to go that route when I can promise you it's way easier to have the conversation? Yes, it's a hard run. I'm not saying it's going to be easier, but it's harder if you go the route of, okay, well, I'm not happy, so I'm just going to find what I need elsewhere. Go ahead and do
Sometimes,
that. End up in divorce court.
sometimes I don't know if it's unhappy. Sometimes I wonder if it's just greedy.
Mm.
I want this. I want that. I want some of this. And let me sample that too.
Then maybe they wasn't mature enough for marriage. That you should have stayed
They
single.
should have stayed single. I agree.
You
I,
think about like
absolutely.
all of these, not all, but you hear of like a few like really well-known actors who wait till their 40s to finally meet someone and settle down. I mean, I don't know, I don't know. They live a different kind of life, so it's not like the life that, regular old folks would live. But they wait a very long time to settle down. They get it all out their system. So by the time they actually do settle down, there's no shenanigans. I don't know what I don't know, but I what I do know is it's a lot easier to have a conversation, even if it's a hard conversation. It's a lot easier to have a conversation and be like, "Hey, look," versus going to cheating. I mean, that whole thing about it's cheaper to keep her. It would have been cheaper for my ex husband to keep me and not do what he did. But it is what it is. Um, but I do. So my thing is, I did start out knowing I had an inkling, and I was so blind for like a while. But I've shared this in one of our previous episodes, saying how it started with him talking about that person, but negatively. But it was regular conversations about that person, and then like I had been at a function with like coworkers and stuff like that, and the air was wrong. The energy, because we were both in the same room, but the energy was
Mm,
weird. The energy was really, really weird.
wow.
And then, like, I had my suspicions. I didn't really know, but then since he liked to do a lot of weekend warrior type scenarios with Coors and buds and whatnot.
Hmm.
He was doing his weekend warrior thing, and I had an opportunity to look at the phone, and boy, did I find out some stuff. And I was like, oh, that's how I found out. That's how I found out. But before I even found the like further proof of it, it was I had an inkling first. So hey, listen, again, full conversation. is on the Oust Now Pod TikTok page, or you can catch it here. You know, we don't like to say it because y'all know why. If you know, you know. But this is where the full conversation is. That's where y'all can see it. And we appreciate you joining us, whether if it's on our personal pages or on our podcast page. And we are talking about Cheater, Cheater, Pumpkin Eater. How did you find out? So drop it in the comments. How did you find out? And if you are a man who has, because we were just expressing how we mainly hear it from women. If you're a man, what was your experience? How did you find out? I'm not sure if we have the same resources that we have had as Miss Jess here, though.
Honey, she was on it.
She
You
was.
know what? I ain't gonna tell a lie though.
Mm.
When she said how she found his stuff, I literally thought about you. And
Mm.
I did. When we put our hands together, I think both of us had said it a time or two that we need to be. Oh wait. Look, we have kids, we have families, okay? So be patient.
Extra brought his extra. Go wash up.
Um, I feel like when we put our heads together, I feel like we can find out some shit. I mean, some stuff. Damn. I be trying to.
One little slip ain't gonna hurt us. This is true. Do you find we are most resourceful as a woman scorned? As a woman scorned, we will find some mess. Mm.
I think so. I think I do. I was gonna say it's equal, right? You know, we're talking about her side, but you know what just occurred to me? What about the other woman in the situation? Does she know she the other woman? Cause, girl, how does it feel to find out you're a side piece?
Well, she said she texted her later saying that I'm sorry. He told me he was your cut.
I missed it. I remember that part. I remember. My bad. I was having a slow moment. Girl,
No, that's fine. That's your cousin. And of all things to say,
yeah.
But that's very familiar to the other thing that you sent me with Jess, who it was the cousin for real. Remember? Cousin through marriage. It doesn't even matter.
Y'all still cousins. I mean, not blood, but y'all still family. That's a little weird, right?
Very, 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 very weird. Let me see if I can find the other one here. Okay, so let's take a gander at this because she was, and I'm going to try to fast forward to it so we can get to the meaty parts because we don't want it to be. Why is it making doing all this stuff? Okay, add. Okay, here we go. Now, I want to fast forward through this as much as we can because it's 15 minutes and we don't want this 15 minutes to eat up our time. Let's see. We might get a commercial too.
Close to 100,000. I could cry.
She's so cute, just Jess.
Was happening, but it got to a point where I looked up if there was ways to see who people were texting. In the past, I had tried to get a hold of his phone, and if I did, things would be deleted. So it was that kind of relationship. It's not like we had a closed phone policy. Like if I'm remembering correctly, there would be times where he would be like, go through my phone, like go ahead, go through my phone. But it was the times when he didn't say go through my phone that he would like keep it hidden. And when I did go through his phone, there was things deleted. There had to have been a decent amount of red flags for me to actually sit there and Google ways to see people's text messages or something. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I just literally went into Google and it came up this app called, or I don't think it even was even an app, it was a website. Like, it was before, I mean, there probably was apps, but it was before like everything in its mother was an app. I don't even know if this fucking website still exists, but it was called Spybubble, spybubble.com. At the time, your girl was a broke ass bitch. I was in school full time. I was a teen mom. YouTube was pretty much just a hobby back then. I mean, I obviously wasn't broke, but I didn't have like extra money to spare. We had just had a wedding. I was pregnant with twins. I was saving for that. I had a daughter. We were tight on money. So this app or this website cost $30 to do. And I had no idea if it even worked. I think I like looked on the reviews on the website itself, which is always sketchy because you never know like if they pick and choose what reviews end up on there. But for some reason, there was something in me that just said, just do it, just try it. I think I ended up putting it on my credit card even, but because it was like 30 bucks to do this thing. So this website claimed to be able to read people's text messages, track who they're calling, what times this is all happening. Every 15 minutes, it would record like 1 minute of sound or something. It would take pictures like every 5 minutes. It would just like snap a picture and somehow save it to the website, but not to the phone. It would show the websites that they're visited. This shit was probably illegal. It would record the phone calls. It would record the voice messages, and it would send it to this app that you paid for. You had to like log in and you could see what was happening. I sound like a fucking crazy bitch, but you guys, it worked. So let's bring us to the morning of December 7th. I was in school full time. It had to have been either my 3rd or 4th semester in college, and I had a child development class that morning. Prior to leaving, Richard would often room, snuck back. I walked my ass in my room. I carefully grabbed his phone. I put it in, and then you have to restart the phone, and then I went and I put it back, and he didn't wake up, and then I was like, so then the only thing you have to wait for is for things to happen. As soon as you send a text, this website would be tracking things, and it would update the.
Okay, sorry guys.
I knew it, and there was nothing that I can do about it. So I let that class go by. I remember we had a break. We had like a 15-minute break, and all I did, I like brought a snack. I didn't eat. I just sat there and I was watching him text this other female shit that you shouldn't be saying when you're married. I think I had 3 classes that day. So eventually I had a break. I think it was right after the child development class. I went home. This is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I had to see him face to face and not say anything, knowing that I was being cheated on, knowing that I didn't want to blow my cover. I had to go home and talk to him as if nothing was wrong. I don't think I did a very good job of it. I think he ended up saying like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I think I just blamed it on like morning sickness or something. I was like, I'm just not feeling well. And you know, but really I was so sick to my stomach. It was really funny though, because when you watch the pattern of these texts, when I was home, all of a sudden they stopped. And I knew that because I could see the times of everything. Eventually I left again. I had to go back to school. Throughout that class was when things really started getting vulgar. It was an English class followed by a math class that I had. So I was sitting in my English class. I'm pretty sure it's English. I couldn't check it a whole lot because some professors are just, you know, you have to like super pay attention more. Obviously that day my brain was like not there. I probably shouldn't have even been in school, but I like never missed school. And I just remember after the English class reading all of these texts. I specifically remember him saying, Jess is gonna be at school for another X amount of time. Can you come over? And she replied back something like, oh, my mom says I need to vacuum 3 more rooms and do this and that. I don't know if I'm gonna make it in time. So when I saw that text that I don't think I'm gonna make it in time, I texted one of my best friends, Courtney. She was my maid of honor at my wedding. And I told her what was going on. And we were at the same college. She was not in my class, but she was in another class, and our break was at the same time. And so we met up at that time, and I like showed her and explained to her what was going on. And I was like, look, I need to fucking catch him doing it, because he was the kind of person where if you don't have cold hard evidence, he's so manipulative. He can talk his way out of anything. So convincing. I just knew that if I didn't catch him in the act, he would deny it to his grave that that didn't happen, and it would be my word against his word, and that would be the end of it. I knew that I had to catch him in order for anybody to believe me, because he was so charming and manipulative. So I explained to her what was going on. I showed her the texts that were going back and forth. At the time I still didn't know who it was that he was texting because I didn't have her number or anything. So my little shady ass texted him and I said, hey, I really miss Courtney. It's been so long. You know, things have been crazy since we got married. I think I'm just gonna go hang out at her house tonight and like catch up. Of course, he was like, okay, babe, I'm gonna miss you so much, but go ahead. Lo and behold, the next text message sent was, she's gonna be gone for the night, come over. Surprise, surprise, right? So I remember going to my next class. I still had another class. I was checking. I have always been really good at math. Like I've always had straight A's in math. I've always been, I don't know, math has always been really easy. So it was a really easy class for me. And I sat there and did my work, being a good girl, and I was watching the texts every 15 minutes, update back and forth. And it was so, you guys, this is how bad it was. Richard would send me a text saying, I love you so much, I'm gonna miss you, or I do miss you. And the next text message, I was so scared. So I texted Courtney and I was like, it's go time. Do you want to come? Like, she was in her own class too, but I had to leave my class early in order to get there at the right time. And she was like, bitch, let's go. We met up together. I believe we took her car because if I took my car and pulled up, I was afraid that he was gonna like see it because it was a very, very small apartment complex. Where I lived was very close to where the school was. So we quickly made it there and I like sat there for a minute and I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I actually gonna say? I just know that I need to do this. I got my keys knowing that the door was probably gonna be locked. We lived on the second story of this apartment complex. The stairs were so freaking creaky. Like, my pregnant ass had to tiptoe up those stairs very quietly to the top of the stairs, and that door was really loud to get in. So once I got to that door, I was like, we just have to go in and do it fast. So I got up to the top of the stairs. Courtney stayed in the car. I took a deep breath and I did the damn thing. I opened the door and the first thing that I see, the way that our house was set up was that if you looked straight to the left was our master bedroom and then like right there was the kitchen. Right when I opened the door, like I said, it was super loud. I opened the door and the first thing that I see is him right there. He literally turning the corner from the master bedroom. His pants were down. I think his boxers were back on at that point, but his pants were down at his ankles and he was pulling them up. Like right when he saw me, he was pulling them up and his face, I will never forget, looked like a deer in headlights. So he quickly buttons his pants and I was like, what are you doing? And the first thing that he says to me is, oh, this is my cousin, you met her. His cousin. He wasn't lying. It was his cousin.
Oh, not the cousin. Gross. Who cares if it's their marriage? It's still your family.
Disgusting. Yo,
Isn't that-
she's so pretty. I
Her
love the
lip
yellow.
color.
The decor, the yellow. Oh
Did
my
you
God.
see her lip color? I was like, what shade is that?
It's gorgeous. I was like, oh my
But
gosh.
by the way, can I show you something that captured my attention while we were watching this that I was like, and I was trying to keep like a straight face because I was like, I think we should maybe do that for our next episode.
Okay, I'm listening.
Because I'm going to share the screen one more time. I don't know. Can you see it? Can you see it? Hold on. Because it literally
Yeah.
caught my attention that I was like, say what now? Okay.
Come on.
Okay, full conversation is over on Oust Now Pod TikTok page. All right, catch it there. Here it is. Do you see this?
She thought she hit the jackpot when she met a charming and wealthy man in one of Atlanta's hottest nightclubs. But one night of luxury turned into a lifetime of consequence. Join us as we dive into Dominica's story, whose life was forever changed by a man with a secret. Welcome to the Decision Podcast.
This is right here.
Tony, thank you.
I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you.
I know we have
Wow.
quite a story
Yes.
to talk about.
Yeah.
But first, I want to hear a little bit about your childhood.
Now that is a little bit more on the serious side, but maybe we can talk something about that for the next episode, or maybe we make it part of a part of season 4 conversation,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Occasionally, we will find a nice gem, and we just got to touch base on it when we find it. I think that would be a really important conversation to have. And it's something that you had mentioned based off of some ads that you were seeing, that based on the numbers, it would then certain. So we didn't get to it in season 3, so we jump on it onto season 4,
I agree.
is my thought.
I found one that had to do with cheating.
Mm,
And it's really sad. And when I find it, I will definitely email it to you.
okay.
But that's how she found out that her husband was cheating. She took her baby to the hospital because her baby was sick. They tested the baby, and yes. And then they tested her, and yes. She called him.
Okay.
He
Mhm.
came up there. He tested yes. And then
Whoa.
he said, I have been sleeping with a mistress.
What?
And the mistress had a whole nother boo thing.
Ugh.
I was like, oh. So we just,
Mm.
wow.
Mm.
Yes.
Really? But you know what made me my question, you saw my face was like, because usually if you're getting appropriate, now this is all related because it's all about cheating cheaters, right? But that's a little that's extreme. I mean, it's one thing to find out your spouse partner is cheating on you, then to find out it come, you end up with a lifelong present from it, not a present like it's not like how it used to be because now it's more manageable, but as long as your immune system is healthy, then what? But what kind of caught me by surprise is for it to be found out later after the fact, because normally through normal prenatal care, they test for it. Is it optional?
I don't know. Because who knows how long he had the mistress?
It would have to be while the baby was still in utero. So it would have been,
Oh, she said that she thinks it happened through breastfeeding.
is that a thing? I
I
never
don't
heard that
know.
before.
We have to find out.
I'm like, let me,
When we get ready to cover it, we can definitely do our homework on it.
yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, partly we could tie it into that. Right. Great point.
Yeah.
Um, so we've shared our personal experiences in getting wise to cheating spouses and whatnot. Again, full conversation is here. Catch it there. So if you've had a personal experience with a cheating cheater, comment how you found out. If you are watching this later, still comment, and we'd be happy to bring you on as a guest. And we can do a one-on-one on your experience, what you learned from it, all the good things. Now, one thing to highlight is we last week Sunday we did wrap the season finale for Else Now Presents This Is Us. So we wrapped the season with Maya Angelou, and we are so excited that we were able to bring that project into completion. So if you're not watching it, make sure you go and watch episodes 1 through
Period.
9.
Period.
Get to it, do all the things like, comment, share, because we're really proud of it. And it's a great way to learn more about history, all of our history. Is
And
there?
our next season is going to be.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, season 4 is coming in the fall. Our normal regular season. So if you guys aren't like the House Now Presents This Is Us is a breakout series from us, but our regular season will start in the fall. So make sure you're staying tuned for that. But once our regular season wraps, we will bring forth season 2 of House Now Presents This Is Us, which of course we're excited about. Yes,
When you're
sir.
talking about the guys.
Yes, go ahead and I'm sorry.
Technical difficulty. We forewarned you.
My
What
boss told me I forgot to give the dog his medicine. My 10-year-old boss.
Oh, wow.
My 10-year-old boss said, "Did you give the dog
Girl,
his medicine?"
listen, the way the workforce is now, you better hold on to that job. You better do right. You better act like somebody.
I have a 10-year-old boss, people. What can I say? um
I'm sorry. Go
Sometimes.
ahead.
No, that's okay. Hey, listen, we are moms. It's Sunday, tomorrow back to work, all the things. So sometimes, hey, life happens. So we might have to like look off screen and take care of our kids because that is our priority. All right, people. Um, is to touch base before we end the stream, is there anything that you learned or that you'd want to bring, like talk about when it comes to Us Now, This Is Us and being able to wrap it?
Um, Girl, you threw me. I thought you was
I'm
about to ask
sorry.
me about this.
I'm so sorry.
Girl, you see my face? I was like, oh,
I meant to,
oh.
we probably should have done a separate episode, but I figure since today's kind of quiet, today would be a great time to just give like a couple, like a few comments on what you think, like if there's anything new.
That I've learned. So as
Mhm.
far as what I've learned, as far as since we've been doing the This Is Us, that I didn't know maybe as much as I thought I did,
Mm,
and it definitely I'm sorry, it refreshed my memory, so it kind of brought back, some old, not not old. How do I want to say it? It just brought back something I did learn that I kind of maybe, oh yeah, you know what? I do remember this, so I do remember that, and I think it was a very good way, in my opinion. I feel like This Is Us is a very, very good way of giving back.
mm,
Um, and and being respectful and honoring all those that did the thing for us, even if we didn't always agree with some of the things they agreed with, you
hmm.
know.
Yeah.
Um, and you said something during one of those episodes, and I was like, she's so right. He was like, yo, I feel like these women, we could have did more. I could have did more. And then I thought to myself, you're wrong, because this is us doing more.
Mm,
This is us doing our part. It doesn't have to be how they did it to still reach that goal and that projection and change
mm,
someone's life or circumstance. There's other ways to do it. Just because we're not doing it the way they did it doesn't mean we're not doing it. I feel like we are in our own way. And eventually, we're going to be mainstream. So, let's see. Okay. Young girls.
snaps. It's gonna happen. Trust me. It's
So,
gonna happen. I
so
have faith.
when we are mainstream, that's when we're going to see our real contribution.
Mm,
So never feel like, oh, I didn't do enough.
yeah.
We've all have different ways of getting to our path. And it's never too late to do enough. Or it's never too
True.
late to jump in the game and be like, yo. Um, and I feel like that's what we're doing with the This Is Us.
You
No?
know, you're right because I have walked away from a couple of almost every episode feeling somewhat unaccomplished. Like all of these women, like you said, if whether we agreed or not, they did a lot of work that paved the way for so much of the things that we have benefited from.
Amen.
And I think not I'm not saying me specifically, I think us in our community, we've taken it maybe for granted in some ways, but it has really helped me have a better appreciation for the things that they did. And while I may feel like I could have done more, I think the real beauty of it is they did it. So we get the choice to what path we want. Like we don't, so
Yeah.
we wouldn't have to do those things. And I don't know, there's a beauty when it comes to struggle. And it's a weird thing to say. But when you look at it from this
I love it.
really big picture, like they did all this work. And I'm not saying like now we're not, it seems like maybe we're taking steps back as a collective. But they did all this work and it was ugly. It was ugly work. So we could be here in the 2000s not feeling like we have to do all that work, but I think that there will be, in my honest opinion, we're coming to a time where we're going to have to come back to
Put in that work.
putting in that work. And
I agree.
it's a
And
mm,
I'm
mm.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was just sitting with it. Is I had to sit with that for a little bit. So maybe this is our work.
I was gonna say, I, I think I can see it because I'm that way. I feel like sometimes you're too hard on yourself, or you feel like you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But I think what it is that you're saying is this right here. What we're doing right now. I feel like this can be a part of that work. I don't know if it's going to be as fulfilling, um, but in my heart of hearts, it tells me it will be, especially once we take off.
Yes.
Right?
Because we will on All Things Out Now podcast.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is it, and this is us. Not just this is us, but Out Now podcast in general.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because it's like I'm trying to think who it was that we may have covered that wasn't necessarily like in the okay, Maya Angelou. She wasn't like a heavy politicized person, but the things that she talked about and through her art is where she came forth as
Yes.
this person to pave way for change. So that's where I kind of see our thing. Like it doesn't have to be we're out in the streets protesting.
Right.
We just say what we see. Sometimes we are called just to witness what is happening and maybe speak on it in the way that we see it. Um,
I agree. I agree.
so that's about us now. Pod presents This Is Us and our podcast in general.
Yeah.
Sometimes we take some deep turns, y'all. um, but if you're not watching, be sure to catch up. Seasons 1 through 3 are already available on the Spotify. Season 3 is fully up on the tube. Some of season 2. Sorry, my bad. I was slacking. And then come season 4
Go
is
ahead.
coming. Thank you so much, everyone who's joining. We really appreciate it. Whether if you're catching this now or if you catch it later, comment, share, like, do all the things, pay your rent, which is all of those things, like, comment, share. And if you're catching this on later on, comment, let us know your feedback, let us know what you think. We appreciate your support as always, and share it with your friends. We appreciate you.
So much, so much. Are we about to end out? We about to leave out? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
girl. I need some medicine. I'm having some problems.
Okay. Girl, I
I need an
wanted
ice
to.
pack.
When you see it, when you did that, I was like, I got to show my girl. Do you see?
Friend, sis.
Girl, do you see?
Yes, actually, I do.
Girl, do you see this?
The
I
bun
was
is
like,
bunning.
the bun is bunning. The
Bunning.
edges is edging,
The
girl.
edges are edging.
Oh my god. I was like, oh my
No
goodness.
fella.
Our hair routine is doing the dang thing. Thank you, Lord. I mean, the Lord was praying on this thing. I was like, Lord,
Help me out here.
hey, step in anytime now. Anytime. Just I was doing my hair like
Listen, the Lord's
When?
work comes in the Lord's timing, not yours.
Girl, I was
He works on his time, not on your time. Key
but
thing to take away.
look, shoot. But anyway, everybody that has joined the live, as always, thank you. We cannot grow without you. We appreciate each and every one of y'all, especially our day ones. Our day ones.
Mhm.
And whether you're day one or right now, come on in, join the Outsters team. We are here for it. We appreciate y'all. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Insta. Right?
No, we can't stream there yet.
Oh, we can't
Sorry.
stream it yet?
We can do
Okay.
what we can do.
Well, whatever.
Listen, it's available wherever you listen to podcasts.
Listen, go check it out. And as always, time is something that you cannot get back. And the fact that you spend time out of your day with us, we cannot express how much we appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and good night. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Or if it's not night, good day. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
right. We